Hello you guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, my name is Hannah and I am a high school science teacher, and so normally all my content revolves around high school science. But one thing that I've been trying over the last 2 months is the Curly Girl method, and I've actually, in my opinion, had I've had some results that I'm really happy with, and so I've had a few people requesting on my Instagram, which is @blissfulbiologist. It's a teacher Instagram. For me to make a Curly Girl method video, kind of walking you guys through what I do and all that good stuff. And you might be looking at my hair right now and being like, girl, I don't want your hair to look like that. Yeah, me neither. This is haven't washed my hair in 6 days and just did a Chloe Ting workout, which those are crazy. But let's go ahead and get right into it. So basically what happened was I decided I want to start my Curly Girl method journey by watching Sierra Schultze. She has hair that's very, very similar to mine. And she made a video called My Curly Girl Method after like 30 days or something like that. I'll link it down below. And I watched it, I was like, literally had no interest in even trying it. And a few weeks later, I was like, what the heck, let's try it. So I bought all of her products, did exactly what she was doing, and my results were okay. Like I would give them a 6 out of 10. The waves were forming, some curls were forming, but my hair, like I could just tell like we weren't quite there yet. So then I started going back to YouTube, did some more research, and I found a girl named Hands Curls. I'll link her below. And I really, really like the stuff she made. Like she was Curly Girl method specific. So if you're ever looking to like watch someone do these techniques that, you know, isn't me, I would highly recommend her. And after that, I decided to go ahead and get the book because she really recommended this. And I'm literally so glad that I did. I think it was like $10, but whatever. You know, the first thing that kind of goes into it is like choosing or figuring out what hair type you have, because there's tons of different types. And I think I fall somewhere between like the wavy and a type of curl. So once I kind of figured that out, I realized maybe Sierra Schultze's products weren't quite it for me. And so I mixed it up a little bit. I want to show you the products that I do use. Right now, my shampoo and conditioner are Function of Beauty. I've been using these for years, way before everyone started advertising these on Instagram and YouTube. I love them because you can set them to be sulfate-free, paraben-free, all those things that the Curly Girl method suggests. So that's like the biggest thing with the Curly Girl method, is it's saying how to apply products and what type of products you can use, because there's tons of ingredients in these products that are bad for your hair. Parabens, silicones, sulfates, stuff like that. So yay, I use Function of Beauty. It is a little expensive, but there's definitely plenty of other brands that make Curly Girl method approved shampoos and conditioners at the drugstore. Then what you're going to need, especially if you're like a wavy, not 100% like corkscrew curl girl, is you're going to need a cleansing shampoo. This one is Curly Girl method approved. I got it at Ulta. Now it's a little expensive, but honestly, I think it's so worth it because it's really hard to find a cleansing shampoo that is Curly Girl method approved, because a lot of cleansing shampoos have sulfates in them. But this one is an apple cider vinegar one, and I love it. And I would say this is absolutely a necessity, because after about a month of this Curly Girl method process, my hair starts to get frizz that I've never seen before in my life. And it turns out that's actually like excess product building up in your hair. So you need to do like a monthly rinse of all that excess product that your shampoo's just not quite getting out. So I would highly recommend this one. I've loved it. It was a little expensive, but definitely worth it. And then once a week, I do this Jessie Curl deep conditioning treatment. That's what you guys are going to see me do today. And that's because curly, wavy hair tends to be extra dry. And frizz, a lot of the times, is either created by product buildup or by your hair being dry. Hands Curls, the girls I was telling you about, she said when you see frizz, it's because there's more moisture in the air and your hair's like trying to trap that moisture into it. So I've been doing a weekly deep condition, and I do actually feel a really good, change in my hair's moisture level. And then, sorry you guys, this is like the one crazy thing about starting the Curly Girl method is there's so many products. So now we are post shower, so we're post shampoo and conditioner, or we're post cleansing wash, whatever it is. The first product I spray into my hair is my leave-in conditioner. I got the brand A Nurse. And this is just to lock more moisture in, or this is what I found out about the Curly Girl method. It is all about moisture. So lock it in with your leave-in conditioner. And then I go in with my curl cream. I order it through Prose, which just is, you guys, it's so amazing. Like if you buy any product from this whole video, I would buy the Prose curl cream. And the reason I say that is because you take a quiz that's like, this isn't an advertisement either. I just love it. You take a quiz saying like where you live, what your hair texture is, like all this stuff. So because I live in Florida, it like took my zip code and it rated air quality there, temperature, humidity levels, and took all that into account when they were creating my specific formula. Also, it's only $20, which may or may not sound like a lot to you depending on who you are, but I think you guys can get $5 to $10 off if you use my referral code. I'll put that down below. But honestly, it's a really good deal because it lasts so long. And then the last product you need is some type of gel. I use this Mop Top Anti-Frizz gel. I think it's good, but I might be experimenting with a different gel after I run this one out, and I'll let you guys know because this is still like half full. And this is just to lock everything in. So what we're going to do today, I just want to say one thing before we go on. This is not normally who I am, but there are two products that I hear a lot in the Curly Girl Method community or when you Google it. And the first one is Not Your Mother's. I think that product is a little drying for me. So if you have hair like me, I'll show you guys before and after pictures, or like my hair when I'm not doing Curly Girl Method, so you guys can kind of see. But I found that the Not Your Mother's was actually a really, really drying product. And since Curly Girl Method is all about locking moisture in, it just didn't work for me. And the other one was Shea Moisture. And you'll find this in like the textured hair section of like Walmart, Target. I've seen them all places. A lot of people have really, really great results with it. For me, I tried it, and the very first time I tried it, I'm not even kidding you, my scalp shedded an entire layer of skin. Like my whole scalp became like red and raised, and it literally all peeled off. Like I had dandruff for a week from using that product. So immediately threw that away. Don't know if that's normal, but everyone's skin reacts differently. So I'm not saying that product is going to damage your scalp and do that, because my skin is different, could be different than your skin. So I don't know. But let's go ahead and get into my first wash. So today I'm actually doing my deep conditioning treatment, which I do about once a week. So I'm gonna hop in with my shampoo, and then I use this. I really try to use this to get it in there to like break up products. So I'll put the shampoo directly on it and then circle it in. And I think that helps break up product, really get it in there, rinse it out. Then I put this in. Now, the most important thing, especially if you have wavy hair in the Curly Girl Method, is do not brush your hair ever. It's done. Throw away your hairbrush. So what I will do is, after the shampoo is rinsed out, I will put in my deep conditioner, and I will literally only finger comb all of my hair, and then that's it. No comb, no hairbrush, no nothing. So I only finger comb my hair once a week, if that. I know a lot of people literally cannot do this, so I'm sorry, I honestly don't have any advice, but I will see you guys after my shower. Okay, so fresh out of the shower, you can see all that deep conditioner sitting in there. And the very first thing I do is so deep conditioner, let me just start here. It's not always something you wash out right away. So what I personally do is I leave it in for the max amount of time, just because I live in such a humid environment, and what causes frizz is the environment having more moisture in the air than your hair does. So my goal is, oh my gosh, I'm gonna need more bobby pins. So my goal is get as much moisture in my hair as possible. So the Jessie Curl product, you can either use it as just like a regular conditioner, or you can leave it in for 30 minutes to 1 hour, and then you rinse it out, and then you're done. So I personally gonna leave it in for 1 hour. I just tie this bandana around my head to prevent any drippage. You know, it's a real cute look. And I just put some bobby pins in for any loose strands that are gonna fall out. But I'm going to leave this in for 1 hour. Now, two things to note. If you are able to get down to the washing once a week, like I do, you are going to see a lot of shedding, and shedding's like that extra hair that what normally you'd be like brushing out. So you're taking, I mean, it's just crazy. Like when you first see it, it takes a while to get used to. Even me, like 2 months into this process, I still look down, I'm like, is that normal? Is something wrong with me? But lo and behold, the next day I still have just as much hair as ever. Oh, and the other thing is when you're applying conditioner, what you want to do is kind of turn your head this way. Well, either way. But basically what I do is I apply the products to my full palms, like the whole, and I go like this. It's called prayer hands. So to basically equally apply all the products to all my pieces of hair, and then I just wrap it up. Bloop. Hair tie, bobby pins, headband, wait 1 hour, rinse it out, and then we're good. I'm back. The deep conditioner is out of my hair. It feels so good. And now what you see going on is I've taken one of those cotton, wow, this is such a look for YouTube. Hello. I've taken one of those cotton t-shirts that's like crazy soft. Like, I don't even know how you describe this material, but like, not like your traditional cotton shirt. And I've plopped my hair. Now, I'm not the master of plopping, so I didn't want to show you that because questionable at best. Basically, I do this just to get the excess, I don't know, it's so hard. So the Curly Girl method talks about putting in products when your hair is like soaking wet. Well, because my hair tends to be a little bit wavier, I find that if my hair is like soaking, like dripping wet, that the weight of all that moisture in my hair actually like pulls the waves and pulls the curls out. Like you'll notice the difference between my hair today drying and then my hair tomorrow. So I just put this shirt on literally just to absorb that excess moisture. So this way it's still soaking wet. Like I don't even have that shirt on for probably 3 minutes. You know, just kind of part it wherever and just let it soak up that extra moisture. And then I take my a Nurse leave-in spray that I showed y'all earlier and just kind of spray it in. Luckily, because I did that deep conditioning treatment, I don't feel like I need too much. Oh my gosh, I'm still shedding. I just pulled out a bunch of hair. But I always like to flip it over and get the bottom too. So that's always my first step. And then I go to my Prose Curl Cream, which like I said, is the one that's kind of set up for your environment. Now, the one thing that sucks is the pump came broken. So anytime I want stuff out of it, I have to like, you know, manually get it, which isn't a huge deal. But it is what it is. And so then I take the product, ooh, that was a lot, and like rub it all over my palms like I was talking about. And then I split my hair. So see how it's kind of all like laying flat. It's not all like clumped together. And I scrunch it in. And what you want to hear is the water kind of, ooh, do you hear that? I hope y'all hear that. You want to hear the water squishing in there. And you want to get this product over like all of your hair. So the whole idea of the Curly Girl method is that you're getting, oopsies, okay, I need a little bit more. Sorry, this is like a bad angle. But you guys know our whole house is always kind of like under construction. So there's very limited places in our house that I can film for you guys. But the whole idea is you want to coat every piece of hair with this product. But you guys hear that? That's the sound you're going for. Oh my gosh, so much shedding still. And then of course, I always do one more that's just like a flip over to get that bottom layer. That's way too much. And always just rub it for my whole palms. Okay, you can see we've got some volume going on, but once, like I said, the weight of, my hair's like, or my hands are covered in hair. But like I said, the weight of like all that water in my hair is really a lot. So, and then I take my gel. Now, the goal of the gel is to like create a cast over your hair to like lock in any frizz. So how I do this, I am by no means the expert in the gel. Like this is definitely where I struggle the most. So I take the gel on all my hands, it's literally like coated, and I kind of run it down, almost like I'm petting it. Now I don't, once my hair is like wet and washed, I will not comb it because that'll pull out my curls and waves. So some girls who have like curlier hair than I do, they will actually comb these products through their hands, and I find I almost need to just like layer it on top, you know, and then scrunch it in. But it's hard because the more you touch your hair after you get out of the shower, the more it's gonna frizz. And this product is, supposed to lock in all the frizz, but I live in Florida, so not always possible. What the So this is what my hair looks like after all of the product has been applied. Like I said, not very curly, not very wavy, just because the weight of the water pulls it so straight. But one thing that I really struggled with when I first started this is like the weight of my hair being soaked would pull my roots super flat. So there's like one trick I wanted to show you guys. Honestly, I only had to do this 2 or 3 times after I started using the like t-shirt towel to soak up that like extreme moisture. It all got better. But what you can do is you can get these silver clips. I got these off Amazon. They suck, to be honest. And you coat them, and you coat them with gel. So you take a little bit of your gel for everything, and you just like coat this. I don't want to actually put it in my hair because I don't use them anymore, but you take your strands and you would slide it in and just clip it like that and leave these clips here, and you would do it kind of all the way back. And you would just kind of do it all the way back, and so then you'd have that natural lift in your roots. But you can see, but now at this point I leave it be. I do not touch it, and it takes hours for it to dry. So I'll either pop on later and like show you guys what it looks like, or I'll just post a picture, because honestly at this point you don't touch it. You can flip it around, but you literally anytime you touch after this, you're just creating more frizz. So we're gonna let it be. I'll show you guys what it looks like once it's all dry. So here's my hair after my shower day, which for a lot of curly people is going to be like their best hair day. But like I said, excuse me, but like I said, the weight of the water just pulls it down so much that I find like some of my hair curls nicely, but then some of it will be like a straighter wave. But if you have any part of your hair that's feeling like crunchy, just take your hands and do that same scrunch motion that we did to put the products in, to scrunch out like that crunchy feeling. And once you do that a few times, that crunch will totally be gone. Now, there was one thing I wanted to show you guys that I forgot to talk about earlier with the products, is you want to test to make sure all of your products can be used together. So I mean this for your spray-in, your gel, and like whatever curl cream or curl product that you do use. Let me see. Unfortunately, I have thrown away all the products that don't mix well, because they don't mix, I'm not going to use them. But I'll show you what you would do to test them. So you take 2 of your products, spray it into your hand, and then take the other product, put a little bit in your hand. So basically you're just taking like a tiny little test size of both products. Let's see. And then you just rub them together. And if they go together and just make this clear gel, then that's what you want. Now, if those 2 products did not mix, it would become all like coagulated and like clumpy and white and gross. It's very obvious. And if that happens, those 2 products aren't going to mix well, and so they're not going to mix well in your hair. So when you guys were seeing my product buildup earlier in this video, that's what it looks like. And then it's all in your hair. So obviously you don't want that. Now, I will see you guys after we did that. Oh my God, that smells so good. I wish you guys could smell it. Now, that all being said, I will see you guys tomorrow morning when I do my curl refresh, which is when I tend to find my best curls, not this kind of like, I don't know, this is fine. I would give this like a 7 out of 10 for me for a wash day. But I will see you guys tomorrow morning for my curl reset. Hello, welcome back. It's the next day and my hair is in the nighttime setup. So if you're doing the curly girl method, you guys, I know it's such a look, but if you're doing the curly girl method, the hardest thing is nighttime, especially if you don't shower every single morning, because you're like, how do I preserve my curls and still wake up in the morning and then look good? Well, the girl from Hands Curls suggested literally taking a hair tie and putting your hair in like a loose bun as close to the front of your head as possible. Or you can do it as a ponytail, but I found, the bun like actually preserves the curl. Just, okay, this is a vibe. Sorry, I like worked out. So I slept on it and then worked out. But she basically suggested putting a super loose ponytail as close to the front of your head as possible. or you can do a bun. I find the bun works a little bit better just because it kind of locks things in a little bit more. And then I use bobby pins to hold everything up in the back. That being said, I definitely worked out, so like stuff fell out. Another thing you can do is sleep on a silk pillowcase. I have not done that yet, but that's something I'm kind of hoping to do. But I wanted to walk you guys through kind of my curl revival look. Oh my god, there's 4 bobby pins in here. But so just show you guys kind of what I do to revive my hair in the morning. But the first thing I notice, like right away, is my hair feels so soft from that deep conditioning treatment. But the first thing I do is I take this spray bottle. It's Laffy, I don't know the brand, but it's really nice because when you spray, do you hear that like constant mist? Yes, it's so good. This spray bottle is so good. I got off Amazon, and I just get my hair pretty wet. You guys will see this kind of takes a minute. But I really, really love this spray bottle just because the spray is so nice. I think it's like Dutch or something like that. But I really focus on like making sure the roots of my hair get wet. This way I can kind of get some of that lift back and some of that curl at the root. But I will have every single product linked for you guys in my Amazon storefront. So basically it's just like, sorry, just checking my dog. Basically, it's a way for you guys to see like what I bought on Amazon. It'll be under home and health. And the only thing that won't be in there is the pros. Now, what I did find out from pros is every time you order a curl cream, which like I said, is personally, in my opinion, the best thing that I've purchased for the Curly Girl method. It's $25 and it's personalized. But if you are interested in getting $10 off, DM me on Instagram. It's at Blissful Biologist, and then I can email you the link, because then you'll get $10 off and I'll get $10 off. You know, $10 off is a good deal, so it makes it so it's only $15 if you want to try it. And to give you an idea, that bottle literally lasted me a month and a half of me using it every single day. So I think it's a good deal, especially to being like personalized to your hair needs. But yeah, you know, you just get kind of crazy with the spray, but you got to make sure you get the bottom. Because kind of like what I was talking about yesterday with touching your dry hair, every time you touch dry hair, you're just making it frizzier and frizzier. And unfortunately for me, that means very frizzy. So I try and get every piece wet or like damp. Okay, I think we're good. Maybe a little more at the roots. Some girls will like totally get in the shower and like do a full wet reset, but I just think getting my hair that wet is just, you know, like I said, it's too heavy. So I literally just go through with all the same products that I did yesterday. And remember, like I said, you're just kind of trying to spread the products out. I also meant to tell you guys, we saw some of that product buildup in my roots yesterday. Luckily, most of it kind of dissolved out, or I was able to work out. But another thing that can cause that is if you have hard water in your house. So like if around your shower head or faucets or in your toilet there's like staining or like kind of rust color, that can be an indication that you have hard water. Oh, come on. There we go. It can be an indication that you have hard water. And if you do have hard water, it can cause like the minerals to build up in your hair. And so that's another reason that apple cider vinegar monthly rinse. Way too much product. Monthly rinse is so important, because if you are now using a shampoo and conditioner that doesn't have sulfates, doesn't have parabens, doesn't have alcohols maybe, hold on, a little bit more of this. And then I just put the gel in. Literally, like, I apply all these products the exact same as I do. Like, literally, I apply the products the same every single day. I'm not even kidding. So just kind of like petting it in. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but if you have hard water, that's what makes that monthly apple cider vinegar rinse so important, because those minerals can kind of build up in your hair and it can cause dandruff to form. And it can kind of disguise itself as dandruff. So that's like one of the things to know. And, I say I do my deep condition once a week and I do my apple cider vinegar rinse once a month. But honestly, I just do all of those things when I feel like my hair is needing it. So like yesterday when I got out of the shower, I was like, and saw all that, I was like, oh, I really should have done the apple cider vinegar rinse. I find that I have to do a little bit more frequently than a month, maybe every 3 weeks, just because of the hard water situation here. But it's just kind of reading what your hair needs. Like if you're having a week where your hair feels very moisturized, it's feeling great, then maybe you don't need a deep condition. But it's, like I said, it's all about just reading your hair. The one thing that I felt was like the most overwhelming with starting the Curly Girl method was like knowing what products to choose and what to buy, especially because there were so many. Like, especially if you're someone who's been buying drugstore shampoo and conditioner that has sulfates and silicones in it. You're talking about buying a shampoo, a conditioner, a deep conditioner, a leave-in conditioner, a curl cream or gel, or a curl like shaper, and then a gel. Like that's six products right there. And then maybe you want the hair clips, and then maybe you want some type of like towel or t-shirt mint. So it's a lot of stuff to buy. So what I honestly did is I just bought the exact products that Sierra Schultze had bought, and from using those I was kind of able to figure out what I like versus what I don't like. Another thing you can do if you don't just buy the exact product someone else does is when you find a product that you're thinking about, there's a bunch of websites like Curlsbot, Is It CG, Curly Scan, something like that. But basically, if you Google, like, check product for Curly Girl method, these 3 websites pop up, and any of those websites you can scan the barcode and it'll say like, yes, it is Curly Girl approved, no, it's not Curly Girl approved, and it'll say why. Like, so no, this isn't because there's silicones in it, or no, there isn't because there's sulfates in it. So that's been a really great guide for me. So like when I go into Ulta or something, I will literally walk around with my phone and I see a product from like, oh, an apple cider vinegar rinse. This is perfect. Check it. Nope, it has sulfates in it. So using those websites is honestly super, super helpful. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. For my subscribers, I know this is totally not what you're used to from me, and I really appreciate it if you stuck all the way out to this point, because this is something that I've been, I don't want to say passionate about, but it's been something I've been really enjoying experimenting with, and so it's nice to kind of share it with the people who have been on this journey with me. And if you are new or this is the first video you're seeing, thank you so much for watching. That really honestly means so, so much to me. So I will see you guys next time. I'll pop in a picture of what my hair looks like when it's dry, and I'll see y'all later.